Let's take a moment to reflect on last week's goals and just actually the last 2 weeks, because I haven't done this in 2 weeks because I was gone for a week, and just kind of plan out what the next week is going to look like. I think we all need that sometimes. So join me, get a pen and paper or on your phone if you like it that way. That's how I like to do it. And let's talk about it. Hey, I feel so funny, like my elbow's stuck right here and I feel like a little T-Rex or something. Hey, my name is Darz. Welcome. Here on this channel, we learn, we grow, we expand the comfort zone, we get uncomfortable in small ways so that we can become comfortable in big ways. That sounds pretty cool, hey? Okay, last week I wanted to, 2 weeks ago, let me say. 2 weeks ago, I had like a day or two left before I was gonna leave on my week-long trip to New York City. So I wanted to just make sure that I prepped for my trip, obviously, which I did. And then I wanted to record every day, or like evaluate every day and say whether it's like a crest, like a great day, or a neutral feeling kind of day, or a trough, like a not great kind of a day. And I did that most days. I forget to do it though. Like I need some sort of prompt or some sort of better, I don't know. I think I just need to get used to having it as a habit, because I think it's a really good way to think about my days and like go back and look at stuff. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to do was just make sure I do all of my 5 daily do's. And that's because whenever I'm in a different environment, I don't know if you can relate, I tend to forget my habits, because in your regular routines, you kind of like, oh, when I'm brushing my teeth, I remember that I need to do my finish lesson, or like right before bed, I'm like, okay, did I journal today? And I might do the habit different times of day, but I just, certain things remind me to think of certain things, like my bed, or like staring at the ceiling right when I go to sleep. I'm like, oh, journal. And then I check and I'm like, oh yeah, I journaled, or oh, I forgot. So yeah, different environment. I forgot to do a couple of things. Plus I was super busy. Oh my gosh, it was such an exhausting, amazing, fun, busy trip. A couple of days I just had to sleep in, and I was like, there's no way I'm getting up an hour earlier so that I can work out. I didn't really have time in between events to go back to the hotel and work out in between. And then by the end of the night, it was like, whew, way too exhausted to work out. Anyway, I did work out. I usually work out 5 times a week. I worked out 3 times, maybe 4. No, definitely 3 times out of the week. So I got 3 out of 5. That's pretty good. It also is a little bit weird going from, I usually do home workouts by following videos. I use Sarah's Day. If you haven't, I link it down below if you haven't heard of her. She does great home workouts, or she has like a handful of really great videos. You don't need any equipment or anything. And so I do those, but then you can't really follow a video when you're in a public gym. So then I was like, there wasn't that much to work with in the hotel gym. And yeah, it was a different workout for sure. Anywho's, I also did forget to do my finish lesson like 2 of the days, and journal again like 2 of the days. I tend to, if I remember one thing, I'll remember to do the other. Or like if I have a moment to think, I'll be like, okay, let me just do my finish lesson, and then I'll just journal right after that, or, you know, but yeah, this is really hard. If you have any tips for keeping habits going when you're out of your normal environment, let me know, because man, it's so hard for me. Okay, this week coming up, what's happening this week? Oh man, it's been different now that my daughter's out of school. I'm trying to get into a new routine for the summer. There's some pros and some cons. Also trying to get gardening in, which, oh my gosh. Every night I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing today. There's a couple more potatoes I need to plant, a couple more beets I need to plant that I didn't get to planting. And so it's just like, man, those other things have been planted for almost a month already, and I haven't finished planting. So, okay, this coming week, I need to finish planting and weed the garden. So I'm gonna label that as one thing, garden work. Once I'm in the garden and planting, I might as well also pull some weeds, right? So that's one thing. You know what? I'm just gonna say rest, and like just allow rest, and allow myself to read, and allow myself to just chill out and hang out and not force myself to do too many things, because I feel like this weekend since I got home, I just was trying to make myself do stuff and it just wasn't working for me. So then I was in this emotional down trough of like oh, I said I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and I haven't done it. So then it just made me feel worse. So I'm just letting this week be relaxing, chill, unless I feel like doing something extra. I'm just going to read and rest and hang out outside and do my garden. So I'm just doing those two things this week. And let me know what y'all are doing. If you have any tips for, like I said, habits out of your environment, or, you know, thoughts and ideas of things to do. Not that I have a shortage of things to do, but like long-term goals I'm trying to think of, and like routines to get into, and also new things to try. And I don't know, maybe I just need some brainstorming connection with people. Well, we'll think about it and talk about it next week maybe. All right, thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.